Good evening. It's so nice to see you all in person. After a year and a couple of months of seeing many of you behind a Zoom camera, it's just a real honor to be here tonight. So I'm thrilled to welcome you all to the NVTC Virginia Data Center Awards. Now in its third year, this event celebrates Virginia's robust, growing data center community. These awards recognize innovation, leadership, and significant accomplishments made in our Commonwealth's data center industry. Over the past decade, Virginia has emerged as the world's largest data center market and continues to expand, creating so many opportunities for our next generation. As businesses and consumers generate more data exponentially each year, the need for data storage, protection, and analytics continues to be so imperative more than ever. Data centers are recognized as the backbone of technology and innovation worldwide because of the large volumes of data they store and secure. Now, to kick off this evening's event, please join me in welcoming my friend and chair of the NVTC's Data Center and Cloud Community of Interest, Vinay Nagpal.
Okay, hello everyone. I was told to stick to the script. I'm going to try my best to do that. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the enormous growth and contribution of Virginia's data center industry. Please join me in raising a glass to all of our finalists and especially the Data Center Icon Award honoree, Marc Ganzi, who's here with us today. Marc is the president and CEO of DigitalBridge. We're so glad, Marc, that you were able to make it in person tonight. Thank you for coming. I hope everyone is enjoying the reception and will continue to network afterwards the presentation awards takes place. But before we start the awards, a quick reminder for anyone who wants to tweet from this event, we'll be using the hashtags NVTC and data center. That's data center with one word. I'd like to thank some very important companies whose financial support allows us to have this program. First, thank you to our platinum hyperscale sponsors, Equinix, Loudoun County Economic Development, Northern Virginia Community College. Thank you to our reception sponsor, Iron Mountain. We hope everyone is enjoying the food and wine. And thank you, Google, for sponsoring our printed program. Thank you to our award sponsors, HTHT Insurance, Amazon Web Services, Cloud HQ, Digital Realty, Facebook, JK Moving Services, Microsoft, Prince William County Economic Development, and QTS. Thank you to our silver sponsors, CPG, Henrico Economic Development Authority, Level Green Landscaping, and Vantage Data Centers. Thank you to our wine glass sponsors, Bowler. Please pick up your glass on your way out. I think they have the glasses right over there. And our media partner, Interglobix Magazine. And by the way, you have the Marc Ganzi edition for you, and you also have some copies of the Buddy Reiser edition for you, and both of them are here tonight. I'd also like to thank our media partner, Scoop News Group, and please thank these outstanding companies for their generous support of today's program. NVTC's business partners and academic partners help make the work of the council possible throughout the year. They are Booz Allen Hamilton, Consumer Technology Association, Deltec, Dominion Energy, Innova, KPMG, Maximus, Microsoft, Nobles, Northrop Grumman Corporation, PenFed, Pillsbury, PNC Bank, SAIC, Venable, Verizon, and Virginia Innovation Partnership Corporation. Our academic partners, George Mason University, Old Dominion University, and Virginia Tech. We have representation from the universities here tonight as well. And our PR marketing advisor, Merit Group, our marketing agency advisor, O2KL, and our policy advisor, Hunton Andrews Kurth. Thank you very much. Now, please welcome our 3 platinum hyperscale sponsors, Buddy Reiser from Loudoun County. Buddy, all I got to do is take your name, and this is the response we get. So that was easy. Buddy Reiser from Loudoun County Economic Development. Detlef Goes from Equinix. Dr. Ann Kress from Northern Virginia Technology College. Thank you again for your support for this event. And with that, I'd like to invite Buddy on the stage. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here, man. It's just so awesome to be out and to look around the room and see so many people that I love and respect so much. This is really great. So many of you have contributed to what has become something incredibly important, not just in this region, but worldwide. You know, Northern Virginia is the largest concentration of data centers anywhere in the world. It is an important thing that we continue to move forward our mission. And, you know, we were just talking a little bit about that in our group, and we'll talk more about that as the evening goes on. But delivering value beyond the buildings is really what's so important about what our data centers do. I do want to acknowledge that we have some other people from across the Commonwealth here. First of all, from Prince William County Chair Ann Wheeler's here. Christina Wynn and Jeff, where's your tie, man? I don't know. Anyhow, they're from Prince William Economic Development. It's good to see them here. And I think I saw Twyla from Henrico. There she is in the back. And I think City of Manassas might be here somewhere. I don't remember. But anyhow, there's a sign here that says, I too am supposed to read what's on the papers. And I'm off to a bad start. I think what is really important is the way that this community, this data center community, has responded during COVID. You know, what has enabled the counties, the states, the country, and the world to move forward has been our digital infrastructure. And that's based really on what you guys do. And it has been something that is inspiring to watch the way you've worked, and it's been inspiring to see the ways you've touched so many people. And we continue to do great work here in this market. You know, we consider Northern Virginia kind of one market these days. And according to JLL and CBRE, data center construction in 2021 was up 42% over last year. And it's not like we didn't do much last year, right? I mean, it's just amazing. And when you look at the way that the market is trending, I think we have great opportunity going forward. It's easy to see when you consider Virginia houses the largest cluster for Amazon Web Services, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and all the great co-location companies. They're all here. And when you think about the opportunities across the Commonwealth, and you start to see things growing at Virginia Beach and in Henrico and Southside and everything like that, all of that really means a lot and gives us an opportunity to continue this growth in the Commonwealth of Virginia. At this point, I do want to introduce a great friend of mine, and Dr. Ann Kress has been with Northern Virginia Community College for a little over a year now. She came in as the COVID president, but has led us way beyond that. I'm very proud to serve as the chair for the NOVA Foundation, and we're going to be doing a lot of talking about, tomorrow we're going to have a group of people that are going to sit down with Dr. Kress and really talk about how do we deliver the workforce of tomorrow? How do we continue to make sure that we're doing that in a way that makes a lot of sense? So with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Ann Kress.
So thank you so much. I think if there's one person who is synonymous with this industry, it is Buddy Reiser. Can you join me in thanking him for everything he does? So on behalf of Northern Virginia Community College, I am delighted to be here with you this evening and to join in this incredible and well-deserved celebration. So NOVA, as we call ourselves, is the largest public higher education institution in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The size of Nova is captured, I think, by a single data point. 1 out of every 3 students who attends a community college in the state of Virginia goes to Nova. 1 out of every 3. Yes. We have over 83,000 students who attend Nova every single year, and a growing number of them are in our data center operations program. They are drawn by the more than 1,000 open jobs in our region. Right? These are jobs in data hosting and processing. And Nova has recently been awarded grants from the National Science Foundation and from Go Virginia to help diversify, strengthen, and deepen this talent pool, because we know the demand is there. There are such opportunities to expand this vibrant industry in our region, and we want to be part of it. According to data from NVTC, it's estimated that the total impact on Virginia from the data center industry has been approximately 45,000 full-time equivalent jobs, 3.5 billion, with a B, in associated pay and benefits, and an even bigger number, 10.1 billion in economic output. Data centers also provide many benefits to the Commonwealth and its localities. This includes high-skill, high-wage jobs and tax revenues, important tax revenues, that can reduce property taxes. Our region's data centers have also pushed for innovation and renewable energy development in Virginia. The industry has advanced new modular designs and heavily invested in energy-efficient technologies. Some data center operators in the region have even pledged to power their entire operations with renewable energy sources. Access to these renewable resources is increasing at an astounding rate. For example, Dominion's solar capacity has grown by over 630% since 2015. I know, that's a whistle figure right there. All of us will learn much more about this dynamic industry when NVTC releases the 4th biennial report studying the impact of data centers on the state and local economies of Virginia. Please look for that in early 2022. Once again, thank you so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about Nova. Thank you for your support of our data center operations program and our graduates. We pledge to graduate even more students to help this industry thrive, and we look forward to working with you going forward. And I believe now I turn it over to Detlef. Thank you.
I am so honored to be here, but to follow up on Buddy, who has never done public speaking before, it's going to be very, very difficult. So in case you don't know who Equinix is, I'm going to have to give you a little background. Let me start on that one. So Equinix is the world's digital infrastructure company. We interconnect industry, leading organizations to finance, manufacturing, mobility, transportation, government, healthcare, and education across a cloud-first world. Today, our 220 data centers in 60-plus markets on 5 continents connect enterprises, networks, services, innovators from Mumbai to Dublin, Singapore to Chicago, and Helsinki to San Jose, and of course, right here to Northern Virginia. Digital leaders worldwide harness our trusted platform to bring together and interconnect the foundational infrastructure that powers their success. So there's a tab in here for me. And I'm going to just skip over that one because I can't find it and I can't read it. So thank God I have my own notes. So it is important to note that while data center jobs are high wage, the number of jobs per site does not add additional stress to our local schools, districts, transportation networks, and our local services. Data centers also create long-term pipeline of demand for high-skilled construction jobs and strengthens our technology ecosystems. These factors, combined with a competitive tax rate, affordable and abundant electricity, and competitive construction costs, have put our region and the Commonwealth at the forefront of our global industry. We are glad to be here tonight to celebrate the individual successes of our region. So before announcing the finalists and winners, I do want to thank everyone in the community who submitted award nominations, and I want to thank the judges of this year's program. They spent many hours reviewing each nomination and choosing the finalists and winners. They are TJ, where's TJ with Stack Infrastructure, Chad Knights with Northern Virginia Community College, Jim Leach, I think everybody have heard of Jim Leach before, Vinay Nakbel, and then Chapas Tan with Structure Research. So thank you very much. Now on to the awards. In your program, so pick up your programs, please. You will find information about all of these finalists. There are actually pictures with them too, so in case you need to know who they did. So we encourage you to learn more about these deserving individuals and companies. So please welcome Wilbert Paul from AWS to announce our first category.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here on behalf of AWS. My name is Wilbert Paul, and I am a Community Engagement Manager for AWS in the communities. Amazon Web Services is committed to making a positive difference in the communities where we build and operate our global infrastructure. That's why we are thrilled to have the opportunity to present the Community Champions Award tonight. Just a few years ago, AWS in Communities was the recipient of this very award for AWS Girls Tech Day, an event designed to inspire and empower girls and young women ages 8 to 24 to pursue careers and cultivate their interests in different fields of STEM. At AWS, we are committed to making a positive impact in the places where our employees live and work, and we are grateful for this past recognition from NVTC. Now, the awards. Our first category is the Data Center Community Champion. The data center community strongly believes in supporting and positively impacting the communities they reside in and where their employees live and work. This award recognizes data center owners and/or their employees or partners who make a substantial voluntary contribution of financial, organizational, in-kind, volunteer, or other resources that demonstrate and reflect the commitment of data center sector to invest in and positively impact the community. So, the finalists are 7x24 Exchange Washington, D.C. chapter, Data Center Coalition, Troy Hill of Iron Mountain Data Centers, AFCOM Potomac chapter, Eric Sanchek, Digital Realty, and Daisy Sauls of Equinix. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? And I am pleased to announce there are 2 winners this year. 7x24 Exchange Washington, D.C., and AFCOM Potomac chapter. Come on up. I think so, yes. 7x24, if you'd give them a round of applause, please, one more time. Is there a camera? Okay. Great, thank you. And another round of applause for AFCOM Potomac chapter. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you. One more round of applause for our winners. Now I'd like to welcome Tucker Gladhill. Tucker Gladhill to the stage from JK Moving Services to announce the next award.
Good evening, everybody. And I'm just glad that the folks that went before me already set the bar high for being long-winded, because I'm guilty of that as well. And so my name is Tucker Gladhill. I'm with JK. And having run a few nonprofits and local business aggregators in the community, I'm well aware of what goes behind the scenes logistically to pull off an event like this. And so before I follow the script here, I just want to give a huge thank you to NVTC, Jennifer, Steve, Taryn, and the team for allowing us to be a part of this. So if we could all just give them a round of applause this evening. Thank you. Thank you. Because none of us would be here if they didn't pull this off this evening. And, you know, I'm kind of the bad guy here coming in at the last minute, so I understand how that could affect. So anyway, you know, many of you may be asking, you know, what's a moving company doing at a data center event, right? So JK Moving Services has been in the industry for 40 years, delivering quality services. You know, one of the most stressful things that you can do is relocate your family, relocate your office. You know, a relocation, it's very, very stressful. I think next to being a stockbroker, it's one of the most stressful things you can do. And we wanted to bring that same service, that same level of expertise, that same quality to our data center friends. And that's why we invested heavily with robust infrastructure, leveraging the operational infrastructure of our organization to provide technology services for many of you in this room. So, you know, if it's anything from end-to-end logistics solutions that we offer, smart hand services, proximity, secure warehousing, I mean, these are all of the things, all the elements of a project for maybe new deployment or a new build. You know, even life cycle management standards that we're a part of setting for a lot of the TIA and Big C organizations that we're a part of. So we're very unique in the lane that we're operating in, and we're more than just a mover. So our JK Technology Services, again, not to be too long-winded, if you have any more questions about it, we'll be around. We'd love to have a conversation with you. So now on to the award. Much of the innovation in the data center sector is driven through building design and construction. The Data Center Construction Project Award recognizes the team behind Virginia's most innovative data center construction projects over the past 18 months in terms of design, scale, cost, quality, and time to market. So the project also, as a parameter, must have been completed between July 2020 and December 2021. So our two finalists are DPR Construction and QTS. So anybody want to make a guess who the winner is? All right, so without further ado, the winner is QTS. All right. Perfect. Guys, this is yours. All right. Quick photo. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Another round of applause. Thank you. Good job. You got it. So congratulations again to the QTS team. Now to present our next award, please welcome Felicia Thorpe from AHT Insurance to present the Data Center Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Leadership Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Tucker. I got caught up taking pictures of the last winner. Congratulations, QTS. All right, I've got a whole tab with my name on it. That should make it easier, but it doesn't. So I'm thrilled to be here. Today I'm here to announce the finalists of a new category, which is very exciting. Before I do that, I do want to tell you a little bit about AHT. AHT is a full-service brokerage. We offer property and casualty, employee benefits, personal lines, and financial services. 2021 is actually a very exciting year for us. We are celebrating 100 years in business. Nothing from my team over here, who should be very excited. But actually, what's really exciting is that I was thinking about it today, and our technology business practice has been partnering with NVTC for over 30 years to provide education, resources, and services to local technology companies here in the DMV. Now, the DE&I Leadership Award was based basically because the recent events around the world have highlighted the need for organizations to make diversity, equity, and inclusion a top priority. And that's something that hits home for us at AHT. The data center industry is no exception. The DE&I Leadership Award recognizes a data center owner, a partner, a vendor, or a supplier who's implemented awareness, education, or recruiting programs that showcase the company's commitment to its diverse and inclusive initiatives. Nominees must demonstrate measurable results and show how the company is having a positive impact on the broader ecosystem. This can include creating opportunities for underrepresented groups, breaking down barriers to resources, increasing employee engagement, and driving sustainable change. The finalists this year are Randy Brockman, EdgeConnect, Shalini Sharma, Vantage Data Centers, and Dave Smith, Microsoft. All right, now I don't have a drum or anything like that, so we're gonna get right to it. The winner is Shalini Sharma with Vantage Data Centers. Congratulations. Now, as I understand it, Shalini couldn't be here with us tonight, so if a oh, here we go. We have a stand-in, which is fantastic, from Vantage Data Centers. This is Mark. He's going to accept on behalf of. Thank you, Mark. This is just a reminder that you can find descriptions of any of the amazing finalists tonight inside your programs for more details. Now, I'd like to welcome Dave Smith from Microsoft to present the second new award this year, the Data Center Next Gen Leadership Awards.
Whoa. Thank you, Felicia. I'm thrilled to be here today to present this award. Data centers, as you all know, provide unique and exciting career opportunities across professional disciplines such as operations, engineering, sales, legal, HR, I'm just turning the page here, marketing, product management, finance, and so on. The Next Gen Leadership Award recognizes individual achievement and leadership for data center professionals under the age of 40. The award is open to anyone working in the industry, including data center operations, construction, engineers, designers, architects, consultants, and other third-party suppliers. Now, without further ado, the 2021 finalists are Joe Har, EdgeConnect, Jim Henry, Iron Mountain Data Centers, Alex Marcham, Digital Realty, and Greg Thompson with Vantage Data Centers. And the winner is, I think this is a hot streak now, there's two winners. Joe Har with EdgeConnect and Greg Thompson, Vantage Data Centers. Oh, wait. These are for you guys. I know. Can you believe it? You get 60. He's working. And now, please welcome Jake Taylor from Digital Realty to present our next award.
Find my tab. Tell you what, it's weird to have to wear pants after all these digital meetings, so I decided to squeeze into a pair today. Thanks, Dave. Digital Realty is one of the largest and most interconnected data center providers in the world, and we have one of the largest footprints in Northern Virginia. With the ability to offer and deliver a single cabinet, cage, a customized suite, or a lease, an entire building, we have a proven track record of providing solutions to all global industries and at a regional and global scale. The pandemic has reshaped industries and accelerated the shift to digital economies, and Digital Realty has made it a focus to consistently implement the best practices in sustainability, welcoming a new age of connected data communities on a global scale. We have taken a firm stance in sustainability as Digital Realty has been recognized in 2020 and 2021 with the Energy Star Partner of the Year award by both the EPA and the U.S. Department of Energy. The data center community is consistently striving to build and operate facilities that set new standards for efficiency, promoting energy sustainability, stewardship of natural resources, and minimal environmental impacts. The Data Center Sustainable Champion Award recognizes a data center owner and/or tenants or partners whose operations best reflect the commitment of Virginia's data center sector towards aggressively promoting and utilizing sustainable energy technology, business models, and practices. Thanks for listening to all of that. I had to hold my breath for a little while. Now I can kind of let it out some. Okay. The finalists are Sorme McAuliffe, Digital Realty, Andrew Schapp, Aligned, and Dave Smith of Microsoft. And the Sustainable Champion Award winner is Andrew Schapp. Congratulations. I don't think he's here, so I'm going to take this home. All right. Oh, it's not over with yet. Sorry. Okay. The next person. Nick Blessing from QTS. You're up.
All right, see if I can find my tab here now. All right, thanks, Jake. I thought you were coming down to give me that award, so I would have taken that and been happy with it, but appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. The next award this evening is the Data Center Trailblazer Award. This award recognizes individuals who have been a consistent and prominent champion, advocate, and evangelist, both regionally and nationally for Virginia's data center industry. They excel at promoting Virginia's data centers, driving innovation, highlighting new use cases, and educating the community about the benefits of data centers. They are recognized leaders in the data center industry and have been integral to its success. This year's finalists are Daniel Golding with Google, Josh Levy with the Data Center Coalition, and Vinay Nagpal with Interglobics. And this year's winner is Vinay Nagpal. Congratulations. There it is. That's I'd take this one too, Vinay. I was about to do it too. There you go. Hey, you set a high bar, my friend. It's a very high bar. Now, lastly, I would also like to welcome Jeff Green from Prince William County Economic Development to announce our next category.
Thank you, Nick. I'm honored tonight to represent Prince William County. And I'd like to recognize Chair Wheeler and Supervisor Lawson for joining us tonight. Over the past 10 years, we've won over 7.5 million square feet in data center projects, and we have 4.6 million square feet of data center projects in our pipeline. Prince William County is proud to be a community where data centers choose to do business and to be part of the world's largest data center cluster. So, as home of Marine Corps Base Quantico and over 41,000 veterans, I'm honored to present the nominees for the Data Center Veterans High Impact Award. The Data Center Veterans High Impact Award recognizes veterans who've made a substantial contribution to the veterans community, both inside and outside Virginia's data center community. To qualify, the candidate must be a veteran of one of the armed forces of the United States, work in Virginia's data center community, and support and lead volunteer efforts to enhance the lives of veterans in both the community and the industry. We are thrilled to have two very deserving finalists for this award, Mark Berry of Saltena and Eric Sanchek of Digital Realty. And the winner is Eric Sanchek of Digital Realty. And please welcome Tom Busey from Facebook to present our final award of this evening, the Data Center Industry Icon Award.
Okay, I'm going to try and stay on script. Thanks, Jeff. I guess this is the big one. So I'm pleased to present the Data Center Industry Icon Award on behalf of Meta. Thanks for having us tonight. I'm Tom Busey. I work in the Ashburn Data Center for a company formerly known as Facebook. Now Meta. And I just really appreciate the opportunity to be here within Northern Virginia Technology Council tonight. So we're proud to call Virginia home. In addition to our Loudoun County data centers, we also have a data center in Henrico County. And once complete, the Henrico facility will be over 2.5 million square feet, fully powered by renewable energy, and will represent over $1.5 billion investment into the state. I guess I gotta find my tab. Virginia is the largest data center market in the world, driven by forward thinkers and leaders in the internet, computing, power, cooling, telecommunications, and security. This award recognizes the person whose substantial contributions to Virginia's data center community over the course of their career have helped advance the industry, underpin the growth, prominence, and success of Virginia's world-leading data center sector. Exponential success is built on the virtue of unmatched expertise, ability to grow, lead a team, experts to achieve the impossible. Our Data Center Industry Award winner is a truly global infrastructure deal maker who doesn't really need any introduction. Marc Ganzi is widely recognized as a key figure driving communication infrastructure deployments around the world. Currently, Marc is the president and CEO of DigitalBridge, which is a fast-growing global REIT that owns, operates, invests across the full spectrum of digital infrastructure and real estate, including cell towers, data centers, fiber, small cells, and edge. Previously, Marc has worn several hats as CEO of Digital Colonial, co-founder and CEO of DigitalBridge, and CEO of Colonial Capital Inc. Currently, with $40 billion of digital assets under management, 23 portfolio companies across 5 digital asset classes, Marc began his digital infrastructure journey in the world of wireless towers, founding Global Towers Partners, GTP, back in 2002. Together with his partner, Ben Jenkins, he grew GTP into the largest private tower company with 16,000 sites prior to selling to American Tower for $3.3 billion in 2013. DigitalBridge today boasts of 23 portfolio companies globally. In addition, Global Bridge manages other firms through Digital Colonial Partners Fund, the first ever dedicated to investing in digital infrastructure sector. The fund has made several global investments to date. The Colonial Capital pivoted its business to digital. It selected Marc Ganzi as the man to execute its pivot. Digital Colonial and the company's digital infrastructure investment platform also transitioned into DigitalBridge brand. Marc is an avid polo player and often draws upon parallels that the sport has to business. According to Marc, tactical thinkers play polo because it's a hard game. You need the ability to command the respect and control of a 1,000-pound animal. There are 7 players on the field, teammates, and a battle plan. Most high-performing CEOs will tell you that you can't be successful unless you have an outside passion. Congratulations, Marc. Please come up and say a few words.
Well, thank you, Tom. I'm very humbled to be here tonight, and I want to thank the council for this honor. Never thought the words my name and icon would be synonymous in a paragraph, let alone an awards presentation. So it's interesting, my family moved here in 1986, and I remember flying into Dulles Airport and landing and getting on one of those transports, and in the middle of the night driving to our house and saying, I said to my dad, where are we? Who would ever believe that the arc of my career, 35 years later, I'd be building billions of dollars of data centers? It's funny how life takes you on that journey. But literally, when I was a kid in high school here, all that was out here was farmland. It's incredible to see how this community has grown and how today it is the most important real estate in the planet. And all of you make that happen. It's a tremendous opportunity. It's a tremendous privilege. And I remind my wife and my kids every day that I feel privileged to work in this sector. It's very humbling, the work that we do, and it's very important. So first, I want to salute everyone in the room and thank you, because without the great leadership in this room, this industry just doesn't happen. And so this is my way of just saying thank you to all of you. So give yourself a big round of applause. Vinay had asked me to say a few words and just talk a little bit about my journey personally. And the number one thing I kept coming back to when I was thinking about what to say this evening is really this award is not my award. This award is really my team's award. And we don't do what we do on a global basis without great people. Probably the one thing you'll hear me say every week in investment committee, or if I'm sitting with a management team, the assets don't create the opportunity, people create alpha. And so when you're investing in businesses and you're investing in great ideas, none of it happens without great people. And I'm really, really lucky. And it starts with really my journey in data centers was an accident. Like my entire career being in digital infrastructure was an accident because nobody went to school for a degree in digital infrastructure. But I remember meeting Mike Faust in 1996. And that was an interesting meeting because Mike was working at CB Richard Ellis at the time. And we were doing business together, and I built a business focused on building digital PCS networks, and Mike was the head of asset management at CB Richard Ellis. And he took a chance on us, and we ended up leasing all of CB's rooftops, and we built a nice friendship. Fast forward to 2002, we came back together with Rick Magnuson, and when Rick was at GI Partners and Mike was there, and I said, hey, let's go out and buy cell towers out of busted balance sheets. What a great idea. And so they believed me, and so they thought, okay, what other types of bankrupt assets are going to be in balance sheets coming out of the dot-com crash? Well, Rick and Mike figured out data centers. So we flew to Denver to go do diligence on roughly about 35, 36 data centers, which we didn't call them data centers at the time, we called them something else. Switching facilities is what we called them, and 1,200 cell towers. So they won the deal to get the Quest data centers, and Digital Realty was born. And it was literally that diligence in Denver, sitting there negotiating against Joe Nacho at Quest before he got kicked out, that was the foundation for how the industry really started, and I felt pretty fortunate to have been a part of those discussions. So Mike and I stayed friends, and when we started DigitalBridge in 2013, Ben and I did, with Alex Gelman, we said, we got to find somebody that really understands the data center space. And so we called Mike, and I said, Mike, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm not doing much. I got fired. And I said, you want to work again? And he said, yeah, Kat thinks I should work again. She's getting really sick of me hanging around the house. So I said, why don't you come join us at DigitalBridge? And he said, what are you doing? And I said, I think we're going to invest in all forms of digital infrastructure. We think it's really interesting. We think it's going to define the next multiple decades. And so Mike said, I'm in. And so then the next thing we did is we said, we got to go find someone who's a great data center banker and someone who's an industry veteran. And I had the good fortune of meeting a guy named John Mock. And John and I hit it off immediately, and he's the guy that runs our global data center practice today. And he's a great partner, and I want to thank John for his contributions, and Mike Faust, who's our global chairman of our data center practice. Those two individuals have really been absolutely central to our success in data centers. And then the last thing I want to thank before we say goodnight to each other is I wake up every day and I'm really lucky. I get to work with 5 incredible CEOs. The people that run our data center businesses globally are just incredibly talented, and I learn from them every day. And not only are they my partners, they're good friends. Raul Martinek, who runs DataBank for us, he and I built a company back in 1997 together. He's really doing tremendous things at DataBank. Marcos Pietro, who runs Scala for us, is an incredible partner. He's great. I can't say enough things about Giuliano and Josh Joshi. Those of you who know Giuliano and Josh are just great thought leaders, and we're building a great edge computing business in Europe. And then, of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't forget one of our great partners, Cyril Chasky, who's building an incredible business globally. But these are the people that drive our businesses. My job is to enable them. My job is to help them. It's a great exchange, and look, without any of those folks, we're really nowhere. And it comes back to this central thesis of having great partners and having people who can execute. The last thing I'd leave you with is, as we heard tonight, a reoccurring theme around renewable energy, decarbonization, and what is our role in that? Our role is really vital. We've made a fairly profound set of changes at DigitalBridge where we've announced that all of our businesses will be carbon neutral by 2030. Thank you. And as we think about what this industry does and how we innovate and how we lead, we have to be at the forefront of that. That's a challenge to all of us. We enable the cloud. We enable high-powered compute. We enable now virtualized mobile networks. We should be able to figure out how to make sure that this planet sustains itself. And so we've taken that pledge. We've asked all our CEOs to do that. We've had 3 companies already go carbon neutral. And I hope all of you will join us and in that charge, because if we don't do that, we're going to be in a world of trouble. So with that, I'll close my remarks. I just want to say thank you to all of you. I really appreciate this honor. On behalf of DigitalBridge and all of our senior leadership, I want to thank you for this award and the recognition of our hard work, and continue the great work. Thank you.
Okay, before we close out the night, I want to congratulate you, Marc, for your award and all the other winners. And when we are finished here, I'd like to invite all the winners up for a photo. Mark, when you talked about flying into Dulles Airport in the mid-'80s, that really struck a chord with me because my parents moved here in, I think it was 1988, while I was in college at the University of Michigan. And my dad said, "You just fly into Dulles, I'll pick you up." And the landscape looks so different now, 30 years later. And I want to let you know that 30 years later, NVTC is celebrating its 30th year anniversary. For those of you who've lived here, you have seen the evolution of our tech industry go from becoming a consumer internet leader to expanding in cloud computing, cyber, and now AI and machine learning. And we are one of the leading tech hubs in our nation. What separates us from all other tech hubs is our federal government, which is the largest purchaser of tech products and services. And this is something we're very proud of and something that we need to own. And we need to understand that as a tech community, that we are inclusive and we are here to accelerate tech innovation, create new products and services that help us create tech for good, but even more importantly, that we're creating opportunities for our next generation to have really successful careers and access to in-demand jobs. Anyone who knows me knows that that is what I'm all about. And I'm so proud to be here tonight with all of our data center companies and organizations, as well as our academic institutions who are creating opportunities for our next generation to have these amazing job opportunities. So I want to thank you all for coming here tonight. It's so nice to see you all in person. This is NVTC's second in-person event, right? Since I've joined the organization about 14 months ago. Also, I wanted to share with you, we have coming up December 8th, our Tech 100 celebration. We're going to celebrate innovators from companies to individuals, executives, as well as our next-gen leaders. So that'll be at the Ritz-Carlton, December 8th. Please join us. I'd love to see you there. And I have to also thank our business partners and academic partners, because if it weren't for them and our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to fuel our mission and have the tremendous impact and be one of what I consider the leading tech hub in our nation. I'm so proud to be a part of this organization and this tech community. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And with that, I'd like to invite all of the award winners up for a last photo. And thank you so much for joining.